Man, the first title for the first section is hilarious, man. I know that you want to talk about this, so I'm just going to say the title and I'm going to pass it on to you. The Falcon slap heard across America. Talk about that.
Juwan Howard just recently, and I wouldn't call it a slap, but it was a much to the face.
Was he in the Fat Five? I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
Fat Five Juwan. You know what I'm talking about?
And I was going to say he ain't been that mad since Weber called that invisible timeout that wasn't there. But no, I guess the coach called a timeout at the end of the game about 15 seconds in. And also some things were said, I guess. But a lot of people, and Juwan Howard was fined and suspended for 5 games, which is the rest of the season. It's only 5 games left. But a lot of people aren't realizing he's a black coach in a world that wasn't meant for him. And if you notice, if you look at the video, he was trying to walk past the coach. Yeah. And the coach, first of all, stopped him, put hands on him, put hands on his chest, then he grabbed him. And words were exchanged, and next thing you know, and he didn't even really slap him, but he was just letting you know, like, I will, boy, I will back up off me. No, seriously, I watched that video, and you can see, I read body gestures and movements, and you can, well, etiquette of a basketball, football game, if you're beating us by a lot, man, what are you calling timeout for to strength to extend your time? Or what are you taking the last shot for? It's a lot of etiquette that goes into sports, you know, that we feel like it's morals in it that you should follow if you're winning by a lot. And so this is a case where the other team was winning. Juwan Howard, he's not tripping. Game's over. He's just going to go on about his day. He's walking to shake hands with the other team as you do after a win or a loss of a game, and he's walking past, and the coach of the opposing team that called the timeout tries to stop him with like a chest bump. Hey, hold on, I'm trying to talk to you, and tries to like center him, like, look at me, I'm trying to talk to you, I'm trying to tell you what happened. No, we ain't got time to do that. First off, I'm not a boy, I'm not your son. And second off, this game's over. We ain't got nothing to talk about until cooler heads prevail. There's been a lot of times in history where reporters go to an athlete right after a game or right after a big moment. Richard Sherman.
Ask him, exactly, try to ask him questions. And what do you think's gonna happen? F this, bomb that, I'm the brother. What do you think is going to happen? And so people don't realize in certain games and certain times the energy and the adrenaline is rushing. And so, you know, you're trying to approach somebody you just kind of like said F you and dissed you as far as coaching and strategy and morals go with the game. So I don't feel he was wrong for what he did. It's where he was at. There's a time and place for everything, and he was just on camera.
My man was on the main stage
throwing, man, they had him on.
Hey Meezies. But the funniest part was, if you rewatch the video, one of his players tapped up somebody on the other team twice, and he took off running. He said, psh.
Yeah, because they tried to walk up behind him like they was going to come do something, and one of the players just said, hold up, man.
Skibbity paps for everybody.
These little skibbity paps, get up out of here, big dog. Go ahead and take care of yourself.
Nah, but yeah, I don't feel like he did anything wrong. I don't at all. Like we're we're grown men. If I don't want to talk, you can't force me to talk. You know, like Howard's got to be 40, 50 years old. What are you doing stopping me, putting your hands on me? Like, leave me alone. So I think that white man won't stop nobody else like that.
Oh, no, he's going to think about it, especially in a time like that, because only thing I can give that dude is, because I've been there in a situation where you might have made a mistake or something might have happened and you're trying to explain it. That's the only thing I can give him is that if he really wants to show face or say, hey, I didn't mean this, that's the time to do it, but at the same time, it's not because this guy's feeling a certain way. So it's just a whole approach of him after calling a timeout. We know damn well if you're up by 15, 10, if you're up at all, and you're calling a timeout with 15 seconds left, and like you said, suspended for 5 games, meaning the season is almost over anyway, why are you doing this? So it's a lot that we can say, but also it's a lot in the background that we don't know about in the tempers and, you know, the words that was exchanged.
That's also white privilege, man. What made you think you could go to that man and say, hey, you know, stop talking
to me? Stop and talk to me, man.
What do you expect?
I just disrespected you and your team, man, but stop and listen to me. Look at me in the eyes, boy.
Exactly. That's also like Danny Lay's brother. Like, you told this man it was on site when you see him, and you seen the baby at the bowling alley and thought you was going to have a talk.
Oh, you talk about the fight with the baby
and
his child's mother's brother.
More skibbity paps for everybody.
This guy's pushing the issue. You see him out having the ball, and you run up on him like, yeah, fair fight.
Mink, mink, mink. And all the girls is like, somebody's pulling his hair. I was like, see, women don't understand there's no code. There's no fair fight. No holds barred.
If you see me in a fight, I'm going for the
I will rip a man's nuts off before you beat me up in front of my family.
Before you beat me in front of my family, I'm going to gouge your eyes out.
He grabbed his balls, yeah.
And he won. I won, too.
Went home with bet you that guy will run up on me again. Went home the victor. I bet you I went home the victor, bro.
Top shelf victories, ain't it?
Nah.
Yeah, so it's not a fair fight, guys. You got to realize that in this world. It's not a boxing match. It's not a boxing ring. You're not going to get a hold on, man, or a man – square up. No, as soon as it's a threat or something, it's
that's what people got asked about that CD kick. Boy, you think you about to get his hands broken shins forever